You know, I don't think, though, that what we do, though, is any sort of like clickbait. Now, I know on YouTube, clickbait has like this connotation of when you put a title on there or a thumbnail on there that makes people say, oh my goodness, I got to watch that. And then it turns out to be something completely false or completely different. And I mean, I think every YouTuber has done that. But the term clickbait, that is such a new term. So recently we saw the Netflix series Clickbait. And guys, all I will say is that you will never guess who was the person that started everything going.
Right. Because the premise of the show is that somebody died. Somebody got killed. And it's like one of those who did it things.
Well, the thing is, what it was is he was kidnapped on his way to work. And later his family just happened to randomly see this video where he looked like he had been beaten. And he was holding a sign that said, I abuse women. And if this video gets 5 million views, I die. And then another sign that also said, I killed a woman. Now, like I said, we're not going to say what happens, but that was clickbait right there. Because anybody that sees that thumbnail, 5 million views, I die. Now you have a moral responsibility. Are you going to click on it? You know, are you going to add to the view? Or now are you going to let your curiosity get you and you want to click on it to see it?
Can I just say that at one point when I was watching the episode, the sister was just like constantly just watching it. And I was like, girl, you're like causing this.
Yeah.
Can you go to but you can visit the video without turning it on, right?
No.
And see the views.
That's adding a view.
No. It's only, was she watching it constantly?
Yes.
That she was adding a view.
Yeah.
I had thought about that, but then I thought what she was doing was that she was going to the page to see the
no
views.
page for a video.
Yeah,
video. It's not like YouTube. It's not like YouTube. It's just it's an original page.
Like when you press on.
It was an original page on there.
Yeah, I don't think it was like YouTube where you see the views.
Because it wasn't really YouTube. It was like some other made up site.
Okay, because like I had YouTube on the mind, so I was like, okay, I'll associate it with that.
But here's the thing: like you start to think like, this person must have did it. That person must have did it. And it just seemed like not obvious, but kind of obvious. But the person that ended up like is like blow your mind, like mind blown.
They actually could have called this series Catfish.
Yes.
Because that was really what happened. Catfish. And I don't know. Shiloh, do you know what catfish means?
Yes. Like when you pretend to be someone and you're actually not them.
Oh, okay. So you...
Yeah. Online, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you think nowadays, guys, that it's easy to be catfish?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
See, I think that the problem is that people are so thirsty for emotional relationships that they don't vet people who they're talking to. And if that person keeps on giving them excuses, it feels so good that relationship, that friendship that they have, that they'll just keep on giving people a pass.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm sorry. Like if I was out there making friends online, if I wasn't married and I was looking for a relationship, one of the things I would have to see is I would have to FaceTime the person. At least, I don't care where they live, at least FaceTime.
Well, I think for me, I think it's harder to catfish nowadays than I think it was when the internet first came out.
Really?
Because when the internet first came out, we didn't have all this video aspect to it.
Oh, so now if you ask someone to FaceTime and they say no, then it's like, obviously then you might just want to show your face.
That's all I'm saying. And nowadays it's almost expected that you have some sort of internet presence. So it's like, where are you? Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on Instagram?
Right.
Are you on
Snapchat?
TikTok? Are you on YouTube? Yeah, even LinkedIn, because I'm trying to include even the older adults.
Older adults,
That's
right.
why when you're in the dating scene, right? And then like you check on someone's profile, like, and you just see they have nothing on their profile. It's like,
right. And that's exactly, and that's why I knew Shiloh was going to say LinkedIn, but there's a certain group of people who are a certain age that it's like, well, at least you got to at least be there.
Yeah, because when you're dating, when you're older, you're actually interested in who is this person? Do they make money?
Right.
It's not just like, oh, she's cute, he's cute. Like, do you make money? Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You even have to go deeper and like, I mean, this might be going into a different topic, stalking, but like, you kind of have to like put names in and say, did they get a criminal record or whatever.
Right. No, but it's true because like, especially back in the day too, we used to have like chat rooms and you were instructed, don't put your real name, make up a name. So that's how we grew up thinking, okay, you got to make sure you can put a fake name so that nobody knows you. And the whole premise was to be as anonymous as possible. And now that the internet has evolved, now it's like the complete opposite. You got to be authentic. You got to be, you got to make sure that you're showing yourself. And now the problem is now I think people probably reveal too much. Probably. And now there's no privacy, but
doesn't it kind of annoy you, or maybe that's the wrong word, annoy, but doesn't it set up red flags when you see somebody and they don't put up any pictures, no recent pictures? They usually have that like little shadow thing. And if you go to any of their sites, They don't have any personal information, nothing. Don't you just say to yourself, wait a second, what's going on here? Who is this person? Why are you? And the reason why I say that is because sometimes people try to friend me, right? Friend request. And I'll be like, okay, well, let me see if I know you. Okay, you have a few mutual friends. So that means that you must be either like spamming or something. Okay, so now let me just check out your page. Nothing. No pictures, no. I'm like, no, you're not going to be my friend. Like, I don't know you.
I guess there's like two sides to this because there's people who are not into social media, right? And they're just focused on, living their life and everything like that. But then there's the side like, maybe you should be able to like have a social media presence just to let people know who you are, your job. Because, even jobs are looking at your tweets and stuff and your LinkedIn.
That's true.
And maybe even your Instagram and social media. So I think there's like both sides to the story, but it depends probably when you are in life.
I don't know. I think that you definitely need to. I think it's one of those necessities in life now.
Yeah.
There's like
no choice now.
Right.
We have a few family members that have false names.
Oh, I know.
What?
On their socials.
Yeah.
Totally made up names.
Totally made up.
Well, they go to the extreme with catfishing. So one episode of Catfish, this guy was convinced that he had a relationship with Katy Perry. So much that he bought an engagement ring for her. And when it found out that he was being catfished, he still wouldn't believe it. So even if he saw the catfish, and it was really sad.
No, I'm sorry. There might be some emotional, mental, psychological issues going on. If you think that you're going to be with a
I
celebrity,
just want to know who it turned out to
I
be.
know, a random person.
Like male, female.
I forgot. But there was another one where this girl was catfishing her cousin because he fast shamed her. So she was getting back at the cousin.
Whoa. That's the thing. What I learned from the show Catfish, what I learned actually was that people are not doing this always to look for love. They're people who make a sport out of it. That's one. People who are trolling, people who are trying to get back at someone, and sometimes people who are just like, I don't know, just bored. It's just like,
so
how do you play with someone's emotions like that?
Yeah.
And the people are all devastated. That's why that show Clickbait, you'll never guess who it was because it was one of those where you're just like, wait, what? Why? And when you think about like catfishing, like a lot of times I think people like really just assume the person that is catfishing is really emotionally invested and they're really not. A lot of times. Now, like I said, we're not even talking about like stalking because catfishing can range all the way from stalking to, like I said, people who are just kind of like, it was just something to do.
Right.
So that's why you got to really be careful about who you talk to online. Can you
true.
guys tell me right now that you guys know everybody you've spoken to online?
I don't really speak to people online. And when I do, I just comment on their photos, but I don't go to the point where I'm like, hey, let's meet up or hi, how are you doing? That's not me.
I don't talk to people online. Responding to stories, like, oh, that's a cool photo, but usually you can see the person. Like, people
usually you can see the person
like,
on
it's
Instagram.
not like all spam accounts. Like,
No.
I know mostly everyone online, so I mean, yeah.
like you know them like in real life, like from real life, or
Or you've seen their face.
Yeah. But like, you can just be like a gaming buddy, and you don't even have to just show your face. Like,
right? It's not that deep when you're gaming.
not that deep.
It's not that deep. But if you have like
A relationship.
a relationship with them, like of course you have to check.
Wait, so people who game don't really know who they're gaming with?
Not really, not all the
You don't
time.
really need to because
not at
sometimes
all.
when you're on online,
you
you
don't
just
have to
game
know.
together, but you don't necessarily have to necessarily.
Exactly,
face.
yeah,
You're just gaming. You're just having fun. It's just like
But
hanging out.
If you're like, yo, I'm feeling some sort of like affection, then of course you're gonna have to at least get some get some proof or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you,
Right.
Sinead?
It is for me, and I would not recommend doing this, but I did used to go and like chat with strangers on Omegle.
Oh, man.
And I don't recommend doing that. So I would say no, I did not know every person that I talked to online.
I did not approve of that. I found
Yeah.
out after.
Wait, when was this?
Years ago.
No.
Years ago.
Yeah.
How many
Years ago.
times did you do that?
Just like a couple times, but not like, it's not like I was doing it like every
That was
single
when
day.
it, like,
Was that when you got in trouble?
Yes, that's when I got in trouble.
When we
like-
found
like
out,
16
we put
or
a stop
17.
to that
Yeah.
quick.
Because you don't listen. When you're young, you can make some dumb decisions. So, like that's why I'm saying I don't recommend doing that.
I hear a lot
Because you
of
don't.
on Omegle for fun. I'm like,
The thing about Omegle is, though, at least you see the people.
No, there's two different.
well, no.
There's a chat one where you can see people, and then there's one where it's just words.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
never did the video one. I would never.
Your anxiety would never.
No, because on Omegle, the videos can get sometimes really
Really
inappropriate.
Wow.
That's why, no.
Omegle, like I this is the first time I've even heard of.
Oh,
the
it's
site.
very popular.
It's very
Omegle.
popular. I've heard of Omegle. I've seen
I just can't keep up. I can't keep up with society's new stuff.
We've gone from
been- yeah,
You've
it's
Got
been-
Mail to
I know AOL. Like
AOL.
like that was the most exciting. I remember coming home from school and hearing You've Got Mail. Now, I was like you. I was making unwise decisions because AOL was so new. It was so crazy to be able to just speak to, I don't know, different people online. And I remember just like this whole world opened up. This is even before the World Wide Web. We didn't even know about what the World Wide Web was. All we knew was like chat rooms. That was it. And so to see how it started from that to, you know, where we are today. And then people, like the internet has been around long enough, I think, where I can't really understand why certain people are still being tricked, why people are still being allowed to do certain things. Like, I don't get it, you know, but I also know as a parent that you can do your best. And if your child wants to do something because they've heard about it or whatever, they're going to do it.
they'll find a way.
They'll find a way.
They will find a phone, some type of burner phone or something, and then they will have a secret account, hide the phone, and you'll be regulating their phone that you gave them. They got another phone.
All you can
Burner phone.
Oh, my friend did
I remember,
that.
yeah.
Your friend got a phone that
had a burner phone.
What's a burner phone?
it's like
It just
a
means
second
a
phone,
second phone that-
nobody else knows that you
Yeah.
have.
Good phone, Shasha.
Pay for
No. It's just basically just for internet, basically, because you can still connect it to internet. You don't have to necessarily have no. And especially if you connect your same Apple account, say you connect your Apple account, you can still get messages from Apple account and stuff like that.
And you can still text.
Yeah.
It's limited. There's limited things on certain
Yeah.
phones, but the concept is getting another phone and connecting it, and your parents. We're not trying to teach you
We're
about-
revealing all the secrets for all the parents out there to check.
Check underneath the mattress.
Why
You
do
know,
people have a need to even do that? Like,
Because they want to do whatever they want.
right?
I don't know. Like, you know, for me, I think that for a lot of people, catfishing, I think, has been around even before the internet.